Hello all. I recently watched the movie Annihilation, and I think it is now one of my favourite movies. And in case you haven't watched it, I recommend you do so now before I spoil it for you. So as I do my thumbnailing and concept sketches in the background, I will give some context to the character I'm redesigning today. Annihilation is a sci-fi horror movie about a meteor that strikes a lighthouse, and now everything in a growing radius around the lighthouse has morphed DNA. The bear I'm redesigning in this video is one of the monsters that is affected by the lighthouse, and I think it is one of my favourite monster designs I've ever seen. We first meet the bear when it looks normal, but after it drags off one of the main characters, it returns and its skull is growing another skull that is human. And its screams are mixed with the last words of the character it killed. I just think it's such a simple yet effective concept, and it is truly terrifying. So to match the video before this one, I'm taking this character and making it cute. So my version of the bear is a stuffed toy that has a string you can pull to make it talk. In the first attempts at making a scene for the illustration, I had the bear with the main character Lena, but I ended up settling on having Cass be in the picture with the bear instead because she was the victim of the bear. For some reason I really struggle drawing stuffed animals. Maybe it's just because I'm not great at drawing animals in the first place, and then having to draw it with weird proportions makes it even harder. Because I'm very used to drawing humans or humanoids. And finally, I am doing the last sketch, and this one will end up being the actual image plan. Now I'm doing the line art, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for the fluff on the bear because I didn't want it to look too much like real fluff because it is supposed to be a toy bear. So I went with a more scraggly look so it's not so tufty and nice like real fur. Then I go on to my first attempt at shading, which I was going to do some kind of dramatic pink and green lighting. I have no idea what silly part of my brain decided to do that because I immediately scrapped it after doing it. Now I decided to pretend like that awful shading never happened and moved on to the background. The background is of the wall that is called Shimmer in the show, which is just the barrier between the area affected by the lighthouse thing and the area not affected. Now I'm getting on to the actual shading. I'm using darker shades of the object and their complementary opposites. Also colours that are analogous to the complementary opposite colours to add more depth and make it more colourful, because I love colourful shading. that I've finished shading the bear, I am on to shading Cass. And it looks like I've completely forgotten about the other fingers over there. But don't worry, I remember that they're there eventually. And then I added a white vignette and some floaty particle stuff, and we are done. Thanks for watching and goodbye.